Alright, so much progress has been made on my little mandolin project. There's still a lot to be done, but as you can see, I got pretty much all the frets on there. And I've made some adjustments to the height of the fret, which I would surmise that they should all be exactly the same height, which is somewhat easier said than done. You can adjust the height on the ones that were pressed in or pounded in, as the case may be. Like if you have a little bit of buzzing. Even right here with this buzzing, and it's not there, so probably this fret right here at this point is a little bit high. So I can either hit it with a hammer a little bit, or I can file it down. So the whole project was interrupted because I didn't have a fret file. So I ordered one, and now I have one, and now I can file the frets, which is a good thing because this third fret was loose in the groove, so it wouldn't stay in there, so I had to, in my opinion, epoxy it in place. So once I epoxied it in place, if it's too high, or too low for that matter, there's nothing you can do about it as far as moving it in the slot, because now it's in there permanently. So I did make this one, when I epoxied in there, just a tad bit high so that I could file it down. Unfortunately, I didn't have a fret file, and in looking at it and looking and thinking, really you need to have a correct fret file because it has to be contoured, it has to be concave to make sure that this fret is still in the right shape to make good sounds. So it's, you know, not all hope is lost. There's still some dream that it'll work. But anyways, for instance, so that ain't right. So if you look at it and you go, okay, so what's the deal here? Something's wrong there. Something's wrong there. But it's not really wrong there. So that tells me that this fret is too high. And you can, wherever it stops buzzing, that's going to be the high fret. And beyond that, might still have a little problem there. So before I couldn't really do anything because this fret needs to be lower. You can hear a little bit on this string, but definitely that's like the worst one. Yeah, it's thousandths of an inch. Or of a millimeter, even. So that one needs adjusting pretty badly. This one's going to need adjusting. It's probably the same one, same place. Probably this fret needs to be lower. Now I can take a punch and a hammer and just lightly hit on this side. So the frets, probably this fret is high on both of these. So I'm going to take, first of all, I'm going to punch it down with a hammer and a punch and see if that does it. If there's no room for it to go back into the groove further, then I'm going to have to file it. But I'm going to leave that to later. This, to me, is pretty obviously this third fret, which I epoxied in a little bit high anyway. I could have filed it before I made this video, but I just wanted to show what sorts of things I'm facing. That's the worst, but it's obviously hitting on that fret because as soon as you go here, everything above it is buzz free. So I'm going to file this I'm going to punch that, and I'm going to see how it turns out. Okay, so let's just see if this is going to work or not. What I was saying upstairs is that if you hit this, so that sounds like shit. So my conclusion, since that's clean and that's buzzy, that this is a little bit too high right here. So it looks like I might have room to tap that down. So I'm going to take a punch and place it just on this side of the fret. This one might be a little high too. I can see underneath here that there's still some room for it to go down. I've tried putting a straight edge on this and it's very difficult to see if they're completely even with one another. I think this one still needs to go down a little bit. That's a lot better. I think this could go down too. I'm making very, very small adjustments because who knows. Don't want to have to pull it back up again. Although I have done that. Well, that's a vast improvement. I don't know if it's done, if it's a done deed yet. I might have to still. I don't know, that's pretty good. Although I might have to file the end of this a little bit. My new fret file, which has a small groove on that side and a bigger groove on this side. I was a little surprised that this bigger one actually worked, but it did actually seem to work. Let's see if I can show this. So it kind of fit in there pretty nicely, if you know what I mean. Then you file like that. And then it's filed down, and from my slight previous experience, I can tell you that you don't need to file much off of there. Again, just so you can see this thing. These things slip over those little teeth, and you can slip it back up over out of that tooth. Slip that back up out of there. Then take the wonderful new tool. I still have lost something. I don't know what I did with it. Okay, so this one, I'm pretty darn sure. Just can't really measure flatness too much. It's definitely too high, that's for sure. Definitely too high. This doesn't have any teeth down here, so if it does rub the fretboard, it's not going to screw it up, hopefully. Although, to be safe, you probably would get one of those things you put down there. Even tape probably would be a good idea. But I don't think this thing's near deep enough to, with these tall frets, to actually hit. Okay. Check this again. Okay, that's different. This one's definitely too high now. Just that little bit changed the height of that quite a bit, so you gotta be careful. Gotta be careful about this shit. Really looks like this one's higher than the other ones, actually. Alright, this is that fourth one that I haven't really... I might have to make adjustments to this fourth one because it's not really quite in there correctly. That's not good. That one right there is definitely high. There's no about a doubt it. No bad about it. Okay, I'm going to try that. Okay. So this is resolved, and that's bad. I have to think about that. That's good. Ooh, that's vastly improved. Of course, I can't make any decisions till I get the things tightened. That's kind of interesting. If you press on it and then let go, it really highlights the potential buzzing. It's not buzzing, but it will. Interesting. Okay, Shmokadoki. 5th fret D. D string. Right about there. And then the other one was 4th fret E string. 4th fret E string. Don't even fit in there. Fifth fret D string. Okay, better not do any more than that, because these things are quite sensitive. Both of these need to be lower, in my opinion. I'm marking it. Okay. Okay. Getting there. I think I'm saying I'm getting there. So I got lazy. I didn't take the strings all the way off this time, because it's just a little bit. So I did these two. I marked it with a black magic marker where I thought it needed, but what do I know? Needed just a little bit of adjusting. Ooh, that didn't take much. If you adjust it for the sound down there, you can adjust the hell out of it. But then it'll screw the sound up down there. So we have to be careful about that. Probably need to put the bridge back in. That would indicate that that needs to go down just a tad. I'm hesitant. I'm only going to do the smidge right here. Smidge. Who cares about up here? I don't play a mandolin. I'm not a mandolin player. Please note I'm being very cautious as in doing just a little teeny tiny bit at a time. Teeny tiny bit of a time of a bit. Slide that back in there, stick that over there, put that one right there, stick that one over here, and that one looks good. Leave it like that, see what's going on over here. What's going on over here? Counterclockwise is tightened. I determined that, so I wouldn't forget it. Once it's determined, it's not forgotten. Okay, this is just a small minor amount. We're getting there, I think. I think I'm getting there. Clockwise is loosened. Clockwise is loosened. I don't know which wise is which over here. Clockwise is loosened. Clockwise is loosened. I guess it's the same. It's just the Y's is different. You know what I mean? No, it ain't the same Y's. Okay. The correct pitch thing. Counterclockwise is tightened. Clockwise is tightened. Counterclockwise is tightened. Didn't change. Did you think it would change? No. But just checking the theory. Testing the theory. Because really who came up with the theory? Still counterclockwise, just on the other clock. The clock's backwards. Okay. Yeah, I realize it ain't tuned to pitch. I realize that. I understand that. Hey, those strings are the same. I'm going to declare that pretty darn close, and then I'm going to tune it up and go upstairs. You ever done?